Well, first of all, I smile when I tell you my situation because there has been laughter, there's been lots of tears, there's been massive challenges. I've got a rare bone marrow disease called PNH, and what that means is my bone marrow misproduces the red blood cells. So when they go out into the bloodstream, they get destroyed by my immune system. Unfortunately, along with that, your oxygen, your iron, everything gets destroyed. I was just left as a girl in her late 20s, just starting the prime of her life, finding myself unable to exercise, unable to get off the couch. I had just started my career to just begin blossoming, and I couldn't enjoy it. I had to just barely exist, let alone enjoy anything that life entailed. So there was a really challenging part of all this, and that was that the medication that I needed to save my life, because my condition actually is terminal. The treatment that I needed to save my life was actually not funded by the government. So 2010 actually saw myself and the 100 other patients with this rare condition lobby the government until we finally got our result, and that's part of the reason why I can smile today. So our lives were literally saved, and look, it was just a tremendous moment. It took everything that we had within ourselves. We marched all the way to Parliament, but we got our answer, and we're going to be forever grateful for that. It was very positive. We got the funding, and everybody who needs the medication now with my condition has got it. So it's just a fantastic outcome. And yeah, and I sort of thought all my troubles were over then. But unfortunately for myself, I didn't actually get great health. Whilst the life-threatening component of my condition was taken care of, general health and vitality just wasn't there. I was still struggling to get out and even think about exercise. I'm a shift worker as well as my day job. I was getting through work, but I wasn't excelling, not to the standards that I was really hoping to do. So I just started searching. I thought, I'm not going to be a young 28, 29-year-old and have to live like life was deteriorating. So I searched. I tried lots of different alternate therapies to complement my other treatment that I was on. I was unfortunately still having blood transfusions every 4 weeks. I was experiencing iron overload as a result. So the fatigue was sort of replaced from having not enough oxygen and not enough iron to having too much of the iron, and so the fatigue was still there. And as I said, I just tried lots of different brands of different things, and I stumbled across supplements and vitamin supplementation, and didn't have a bad diet, but I didn't have a fabulous one either before all of this. Had a very open mind at that point and just started trying, and I would try different brands for about a month at a time, and I was in a position where I was getting blood tested every 2 weeks, so it became pretty obvious for me whether things were working or not. So after just trying just about every brand on the shelf through different places like naturopaths, I was introduced to Yasana, and I thought, well, it's just another one to give an experiment on. Let's give it a shot. And I couldn't believe the results. 1 month into trying it, it was the first brand that had a result in my blood test results. I actually didn't need a transfusion for the first time in 2.5 years over a 4-week period. This is phenomenal. I just felt amazing. It was just, energy was coming back, the colour in my skin was starting to return. I was actually already on the long procedure pathway, to getting a procedure done to actually remove my spleen, and that was all part of the main therapy for my condition. But I've got to say, I've bounced back so strong since, and having this supplement to support my body. I'm now sitting here and I've gone top of the class. I'm one of the best performing PNH patients around the country, and I'm so thrilled and proud to say that, because I was probably failing in a major way before. And my blood is stable. I don't need blood transfusions, haven't done so for about 5 months now. So the energy's coming back. People have said I don't have the really dark panda eyes anymore. In fact, they say my eyeballs are white again, which is such a huge compliment. And the skin colour, I love looking at photos of myself now, because I was Marge Simpson, I kid you not. My skin was just bright yellow, and now it's this beautiful pink colour, just this healthy colour, and I attribute that to the Usana taking hold of my body and giving it the support that it needs. About 5 months now. So I did see results after about a 4 to 6 week period, as I mentioned, but little did I know then that was just the start of it. As I said, about 5 months now, and it's just helped immensely. My eyes have cleared up and my skin's a lot better, and I feel inside just the energy. And I know a lot of people can sit there and say, oh, I feel better, but just give it a try. And I know that with inside you'll understand why I'm smiling and why I'm raving about it. Look, in some way I did. I didn't think it was going to be as phenomenal for my body as it was. As I said before, I tried every other product on the shelf, other purposely mixed naturopath options for myself as well. And look, I just never got the results in the blood test. So I just thought, look, while I believed that supplementing my diet was going to help, I did not expect the bounce back in energy and general health and just the well-being that I've experienced. So yeah, there definitely was some skepticism. So personally, I've started on the essentials. I've also chosen to add to that a vitamin D supplement, because I understand the power of vitamin D. And I've also chosen to use something called HEPA Plus. And what that does, because my body is actually processing a drug, the HEPA Plus is specifically designed to support the liver. So obviously my body being under a little bit extra stress, I just decided to take that step for me as well. And I'm very, very excited to say as well, my liver counts have also improved over the 5 months as well. And that's been a slower process than what I initially saw in the blood test for the hemoglobin level. But I mean, still phenomenal results. And for me, I've got a scientific background. It was that little bit more evidence that I was supplementing specifically to support the liver, and lo and behold, the liver results were improving. So to me, that sort of thought, yes, this is money well spent, time well spent. I'm going to stick on this, and I really value this now. Look, I'm pretty active in the community with people who also have my condition. So because I've had phenomenal results, I just want to share it and scream it out to the rooftop. So I've been helping others try it as well, and I've had some great feedback from those people as well. The biggest blessing was hearing that a P&H colleague of mine, 85 years of age, was able to lower his warfarin dose and go many weeks longer between his transfusions than he's ever done before. So again, it was independent results as well for me. You know, I guess bringing back down from the edge of having something so severe, another thing I've been able to do is help friends and family within me, close to near me, get better health in general. So my husband's a carpenter, used to get excruciating elbow pain from hammering all day long, and I've had him on a special supplement as well as the essentials, and yeah, he's been no more elbow pain. So it's been really good. So yeah, phenomenal. I got a small taste of it back in 2010, which was the first time my life had been in any real threat and danger, you know, and fellow Australians as well. And I sort of got a rush of being able to be so proactive and not just benefit and help myself, but help others. And I guess that's why I've taken on this Usana challenge to think, okay, if I can put Usana into other people's hands, and I can give them either just simply more energy, more vitality, or, gosh, help with something like as severe as what I've had, it just feels phenomenal.